Today we are going to be talking about the National, Regional, and Statewide Community Action Network. But before we get started discussing the network, I would like to start with just a little brief history about the Community Action Network and MACA. In 1964, the Economic Opportunity Act was passed, declaring the war on poverty and launching the National Community Action Network. By 1965, all of Missouri's 114 counties were being served by local community action agencies. These agencies opened in local neighborhoods and in storefronts so that they could better understand the needs of low-income individuals to offer the most comprehensive strategies and engage them in being part of the solution to eradicate poverty. In 1971, the Missouri Association for Community Action Agencies was incorporated, and then in 1975, the name was changed to the Missouri Association for Community Action, and 2014 marked MACA's 39th year of operation. We have over 1,000 local community action agencies that make up our national network that are working to fight the causes and conditions of poverty. We also have 4 national organizations that are part of our national network: the Community Action Partnership, the National Association for State Community Services Programs, the National Community Action Foundation, and the Community Action Program Legal Services Incorporated. And I'd like to just talk about the 4 of these organizations a little more in depth in what they do. The Community Action Partnership is the nonprofit national membership organization representing the interests of the over 1,000 community action agencies across the country that annually help more than 17 million low-income Americans achieve economic security. They host several leadership, training, and technical assistance opportunities throughout the year, as well as advocate on behalf of the Community Action Network. The National Association for State Community Services Programs, or NASCASP, their members are state administrators of the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services Community Services Block Grant, or CSBG, and the U.S. Department of Energy's Weatherization Assistance Program. NASCASP keeps its members, the federal government, and other interested parties informed about issues related to CSBG and weatherization through its publications and training. They work closely with state CSBG lead agencies to help with the successful implementation of the block grant, and they also work closely with the Results-Oriented Management and Accountability, or ROMA, and weatherization. The National Community Action Foundation, or NCAF, is a private nonprofit organization which serves as an advocate and lobbyist for programs that assist low-income families and individuals. Founded in 1981, NCAF represents community action agencies as well as their state and regional associations to help amplify and enhance the work in local communities throughout the country. They promote self-sufficiency and sustainable poverty reduction. NCAF is governed by an elected volunteer board of directors. They are our national lobbyists. Finally, the Community Action Program Legal Services, or CAPLAW, is a nonprofit tax-exempt membership corporation which provides legal information to the Community Action Network. It is managed by a board of directors composed of current and former Community Action Agency executive directors from across the country. They are based in Boston, and they have a coordinator in Washington, D.C. The Community Action Network is divided into 11 regions from across the nation. The Heartland Region 7 Performance and Innovation Consortium, or ARPIC, is made of Missouri, Iowa, Nebraska, and Kansas associations. We work together to address the training and technical assistance and capacity building needs of all of the community action agencies in our region. We work closely with our national partners and state partners to share information and best practices. The Community Action Region 7 Association is a network of community action agencies providing a unified voice for the region, as well as a platform for training and technical assistance. The Community Action Region 7 membership is open to all agencies and state associations in Missouri, Iowa, Kansas, and Nebraska. In Missouri, we have 19 community action agencies that cover all 114 counties and the city of St. Louis. Statewide, we have over 3,000 employees. The Missouri Community Action Network is one of the strongest networks in the country. And I believe it ties back to the decision of the executive directors that they made in 1975 to expand our organization of 19 executives to a grassroots network that would include community action employees. MACA is governed by a 30-member board of directors, and we have 11 staff members. The number of staff has increased from an executive secretary and a bookkeeper at one time to 11 highly qualified individuals today. We have staff who are committed to the mission of community action and the value of our partnership with other organizations. The MACA board is comprised of a representative from each community action agency. In addition to the agency representatives, we have 10 at-large seats that are held by individuals elected by the membership for 2-year terms. Any MACA member that has a commitment to being involved in the governance of the association may submit their name and biography to be put on the ballot for the election that is held every 2 years. Our 19 Missouri Community Action agencies provide a comprehensive range of services for families with limited resources and strengthen the communities in their area. Their programs and services vary based on the needs of their communities. Our community action agencies advocate on behalf of low-income people. We help families reach self-sufficiency. We provide emergency services to stabilize families in crisis. And we mobilize communities to come together to fight the causes and conditions of poverty. In fact, I think that this was probably one of the most powerful things that I realized when I came to the state association from the agency in the southwest part of the state, is that I realized that there were people just like me and agencies just like ours that were working across the state to fight poverty. And it's just amazing to know that we are part of such a powerful and strong network. One of the reasons that our network is so strong is because we share a statewide vision. This vision was developed in 2007 by members from throughout the state. Our vision is, united in purpose, the Missouri Community Action Network will inspire and engage people to ensure that all families and communities thrive. Over 400 members of our network met in focus groups to develop this shared vision of what communities and families could look like in the future. Our mission is twofold. The first part of our mission is to be an effective advocate in policy and program development, which impacts low-income families. And the second part of our mission is to strengthen the capacity of the Missouri Community Action agencies. We are able to fulfill our mission through several different strategies and initiatives. Part of being an effective advocate is to be aware. For the past 20 years, MACA has contracted with a lobby firm, Madsen and Wright, to represent the Community Action Network at the state capitol. We also partner with several state and national organizations to ensure that our voice is stronger. We develop publications to educate individuals about the realities of poverty, and we organize and host events like the 2014 Community Action Advocacy Day that was held at the Capitol on Tuesday. In addition to advocacy, we focus a significant amount of our membership services on building the capacity of the Community Action Network, our employees and volunteers, as well as associate members and community partners. We realized that in order to make our vision a reality, we needed to adopt 3 strategic commitments. The first strategic commitment is to organize communities and develop advocates to end poverty. One strategy that we implement to achieve this commitment is to connect local, state, and federal partners. MACA not only works for you at the statewide level, but we also represent our network on the regional and national level as well. We work closely with the 4 national community partners that we discussed earlier to connect the local, state, and national level. Another way that we are able to accomplish our advocacy goals is through the Missourians to End Poverty Coalition. In 2008, MACA convened a group of state-level organizations to address poverty in Missouri. The coalition is made up of nonprofit organizations, business leaders, and state organizations. Since 2008, this statewide coalition has been working together to increase the awareness of poverty in our state and to influence public policy that affects low-income families. We have done this through several different initiatives. We've hosted statewide poverty summits and had attendance of over 300 and 400 individuals. We have developed policy papers around our 5 areas or 5 pillars of poverty. We have hosted legislative house parties and hosted statewide advocacy days. Our legislative priorities are determined by our membership. Our 2014 priorities are Medicaid reform and tax reform. We will work over the 2014 session to address these priorities as well as other issues that will affect our community action agencies and our low-income families. One way that we address our legislative priorities is by increasing awareness. We increase awareness of poverty as well as our community action network. We do this through several different initiatives, things like our advocacy days, various legislative events, multiple publications, as well as exhibits. One of the tools that we use to educate individuals about poverty and what they can do to address the issue of poverty is through our poverty simulation. MACA purchased the Poverty Simulation Kit in 2002 from the Reform Organization of Welfare, or ROWL. We wanted the Missouri Community Action Network to use this simulation as a tool in their communities to get others involved in our mission. We worked closely with the community action agencies to revise and update this tool in 2009 and then again in 2012. Like we stated a moment ago, this tool was really bought and created for our Missouri community action agencies. However, after we started using it, we realized the value of this kit. And today we have over 800 sold across the country. We also have kits in Singapore, Canada, and New Zealand. Our second strategic commitment is focused on developing leaders committed to ending poverty throughout Missouri. We realize that to be an effective network, we need to focus on developing leaders committed to ending poverty. We develop leaders through capacity building and professional development opportunities, as well as networking opportunities. Each year, we conduct a training and technical assistance survey to assess the needs of our network. That information is utilized to develop and plan training and technical assistance opportunities for the upcoming year. Our capacity building initiatives are focused on building the capacity of each community action agency to ensure that they can provide high-quality services for low-income families. We offer these capacity building opportunities in multiple areas, as you can see. We also develop multiple tools and resources for the community action agencies. We've already talked about the poverty simulation tool, but another tool is the Comprehensive Community Needs Assessment web-based tool. In 2009, we heard from the network that they would like to have a tool that could generate reliable data about poverty in a matter of seconds. They wanted to be able to use this information to conduct their needs assessments, to develop grant applications, and communicate with partners. In response to that need, MACA assembled a committee that worked with the University of Missouri to develop a tool that would provide that information that the agencies requested. This tool and all of the other tools that we have available are available to all Community Action staff. We also offer several leadership and professional development opportunities through a variety of training and certifications. One important professional development opportunity that we offer is the Certified Community Action Professional Certification, or CCAP. We offer preparatory classes that are offered each year to ensure that candidates are prepared and supported throughout the CCAP process. This year, we have over 50 individuals pursuing their CCAP certification. Our newest leadership development opportunity is the Missouri Academy for Leadership and Community Action. The Academy is designed to provide participants with the critical leadership and management skills they need now and in the future. It is a collaborative learning process that incorporates development, mentoring, networking opportunities, and the creation of a portfolio that will allow individuals to explore their leadership style, develop their leadership aptitude, and empower themselves and others. We have also recently been named as the state liaison for the Family Development Credentialing Program. We will be offering training and technical assistance for those agencies that are interested in offering the Family Development Program in their area. As stated earlier, we also develop leaders throughout our networking through our networking opportunities. Our professional alliances are groups of Community Action employees who share similar job functions and goals. These groups meet several times each year to exchange information, share best practices, and access training opportunities. The professional alliances increase individuals' professional development. They allow individuals to network with their peers and help to move our statewide transformational plan forward. We've talked about our first two strategic commitments, organizing communities and advocates, as well as developing leaders to end poverty. But what we realized when we were doing our transformational planning process is that to achieve these two strategic commitments, we also needed to have a highly respected strategic statewide association that was an effective leader and catalyst to end poverty. In order to do that, we needed to focus on our sustainability. Our association is funded through several federal and state grants. We also receive individual and associate membership dues. These membership dues are vital to our organization. They are what allow us to do our advocacy work and pay for our lobbying expenses. We also have funds from foundations as well as donations. That's why membership matters so much. We have over 1,400 individual members. This really allows us to strengthen our voice and increase the awareness of our Community Action Network. As we stated earlier, we wanted to be the recognized source for poverty information in Missouri. To do that, we utilize several different strategies to achieve this goal. We use our website to post relevant information for the community and our members. We print publications like the most recent State of the State of Poverty report. This report is a snapshot of poverty in the state and is centered around the 5 key conditions of poverty: food, health, education, housing and energy, and family and economic security. We want to ensure that people across the state know that over 900,000 Missourians are living in poverty. And more alarming, over 300,000 of those are children. Our unemployment rate is over 6%. We have over 15% of Missourians that are uninsured, and over 16% of households are food insecure. We actually rank the 10th highest for the number of people that are food insecure in our state. To educate the public about these realities, we also utilize several marketing and communication campaigns. 3 years ago, MACA organized a campaign in partnership with 211 to educate people about the 19 community action agencies, the services they provide, and their availability throughout the state. We have also created the Community Action Figures, which are used throughout the state to educate the public about poverty and the Community Action Network. These figures show how we were able to make a difference. Together, we are able to fill the promise of community action. Community action changes people's lives, embodies the spirit of hope, and improves communities, and makes America a better place to live. We care about the entire community, and we are dedicated to helping people help themselves and each other. Together, we are also able to achieve our statewide vision where all families and communities thrive.